Hello everyone, my name is Miniseti. I hope you all are staying healthy. Today we are going to talk about brand equity and models of brand equity. So what is brand equity? Brand equity is value of brand. Brand equity is value of brand, and this value is decided by consumers by their perception and experience with this brand. If consumer keep your brand above from all others same brand, that means your brand equity is very high. For example, if you think to buy noodles, then Maggi will come in your mind. If you think to buy shoes, then Nike will come in your mind. If you think to buy cold drink, then Coke will come in your mind. That means this brand equity is very high. Same way, if you think about King Khan, then Shah Rukh Khan will come in your mind. If you think about beauty queen, then Aishwarya Rai will come in your mind. Now we are going to talk about models of brand equity. First model is Aaker model, second is Keller models, third is brand asset evaluator. In short, we can say the BAV model. Last is Brandz model. One by one we discuss about each. So firstly we are going to talk about Aaker model of brand equity. This model is given by David Aaker, and according to this model, brand equity depend on 5 components. First is brand loyalty, second is brand awareness, third is perceived quality, fourth is brand association, and last is proprietary assets. Brand loyalty means consumer is faithful for your brand. Brand loyalty means consumer is faithful for your brand. He only trusts on your brand. For example, consumer always choose Pepsi. Even Coke is also available in market. And brand awareness means is consumer is aware about your brand name. Is consumer is aware about your brand logo. Is he aware about your product offering? All these things include in brand awareness. And perceived quality means image of your product in the mind of consumer. Perceived quality means image of your product in the mind of consumer. And brand association means when consumer make connection between your brand and their emotion, interest and experience. Brand association means when consumer make connection between your brand and their emotions, interest and experience. For example, whenever mother buy for her kids, she associate product with her emotions. For example, she think product should be safe, soft and suitable for her kids. Last is proprietary assets. Proprietary assets include patent right, intellectual property right and trademarks that your brand owns. And according to this model, brand equity depend on all these 5 components. Now we are going to talk about Keller's model of brand equity. Keller's model of brand equity wants to find answers of 4 questions. First question is brand identity, means who are you? Second question is brand meaning, that means what are you? Third is brand response, what do I think about you? Last is resonance, what is the association with you? Brand identity means recognition of your product, what is color, logo and design of your product. If people haven't seen or heard about your product, then how can they buy your product in market? That's why first of all make sure people recognize your product in market. Second step is brand meaning. Explain about performance of your product. Explain your product is very reliable, your offerings are good, your services are good, your product is very durable, your price is very reasonable, and you can do all these things with the help of so many sales promotion activities. Next is brand response. Brand response is feedback. Obviously, if your product will meet expectation of consumer, then they will give positive feedback about your product. Last is resonance. Resonance means now consumer has made strong emotional bond with your product. Resonance means now consumer has made strong emotional bond with your product. He has become loyal to your product. He will continue to buy your product. Even so many similar product also available in market. Now we are going to talk about brand asset evaluator model. In short, we can say the BAV model. This model consists of knowledge, esteem, relevance and differentiation. Differentiation means how your product is different from your competitor. Differentiation means how your product, or we can say that how your brand is different from your competitors. And relevance measure, is your product relevant for consumer in terms of price, needs and their convenience. Next is esteem. Esteem is image or respect for your product for its quality. For example, if people say your brand is fake, your product have poor quality, that means you don't have respect in market. On the other hand, if people say about your product features are good, qualities are good, and price are reasonable, that means your brand earn respect in market. Last is knowledge. Knowledge is understanding of consumer about your brand, how well they remember your brand, and you can increase knowledge of consumer by so many brand building exercises. And knowledge and esteem create a brand stature. On the other hand, relevance and differentiation create your brand strength. Now we are going to talk about Brandz model. This model is based on 5 steps which are sequential in order. First step is presence, next step is relevance, third step is performance, fourth step is advantage, and last step is bonding. Presence means, do I know about your brand? In this step, make people aware about presence of your brand. In this step, make people aware about presence of your brand. Next step is relevance. Does it offer me something? In this step, check, does your product is offering what consumer wants? Next step is performance. Can it deliver? Now check performance of your product according to your promises. You did so many promises with your consumer through advertisement and other sales promotion activities. Now check performance of your product according to your promises. Next step is advantages. That means, does it offer something better? Now check performance of your product over all similar product. Or we can say that, and now find out, are consumers like your product more than your competitors? Last is bonding. If you properly follow all these steps, then nothing can beat you. This is last step where your brand has proved excellent in market. Now consumer has made a strong emotional bond with your brand. He will only buy your product, even so many similar product also available in market. So this is all about brand equity and models of brand equity. I think you got it, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye, take care.